Hello everyone! Today I want to tell you about one-piece sleeves. Get ready to work! I'll be working with a sleeve pattern made using my 10 measurement cutting system. You can use any other cutting system to make a pattern and then apply the technique I show you. Let's have a look at the pattern and measurements. The width of the sleeve is 38 centimeters. My arm circumference is 35 centimeters and 3 centimeters for the fitting ease. Elbow circumference is 31 centimeters. Measure it in such way that you can bend your arm easily. The width of the wrist is 21 centimeters. Do not use precise measurements. The length of the sleeve from the shoulder till the elbow is 34 centimeters. This is the elbow level. I'll sign it and the center sleeve now. The half of the sleeve is 19 centimeters wide, so I measure 9.5 centimeters and then move the line 1.5 centimeters closer to the center sleeve. I haven't seen this technique in any books, so I think that I've created it myself. Don't try that it's not correct. I know what I do. This is the elbow line. Let's have a look at the sleeve once again. This is a sleeve from the basic pattern. It's 38 centimeters wide, here, here, and here. This is the center sleeve. This is the elbow level, and this is the elbow line. Now I need to decide how to adjust the sleeve to my measurements. First of all, we need to calculate the extra pieces. On the elbow level, 38 minus 31, 7 centimeters. I need to make the sleeve 7 centimeters narrow at the elbow level. Now let's move on to the wrist. "38 centimeters minus 21 centimeter. 17 centimeters. Just imagine how hard it will be to make this part 17 centimeters narrower. It took me long to prepare this tutorial, so I'll show you everything very thoroughly. I want you to understand where this number comes from. I've measured the wrist and added some for the fitting ease. I don't want the sleeve to be too tight. Use your own measurements. Remember that you shouldn't use my measurements. Item won't fit you in this case. I need to make the sleeve 7 centimeters narrower at the elbow level. I want to do it this way. I'll cut 3 centimeters off the front part and 4 centimeters off the back part. Now have a look here. I'll move this yellow pin a bit. This is the widest part of the arm. You can start cutting right from this point. You won't be able to put a sleeve on this way. Start drawing a new line a bit lower. Do the same thing on the other side. I know that the lines are not even now. I'll change them. Now I just wanted you to understand that you can start cutting right from the top. Now let's move on to the most complicated moment. I need to divide this number in 3 parts. I'll cut some off the front, some off the back, and some will get into a tuck. I'll have to make a big tuck here. It's not easy to do it. Let's start working. I've already marked 3 centimeters here, so I need to measure a bit less on the bottom line. I measure 2 centimeters. This is the front edge. There are still 15 centimeters left to be removed. I'll write all the bottom measurements here. I've already measured 2 centimeters, so I write that I still need to cut 15 centimeters. The maximum width of the tuck is 5 centimeters, or even 4 centimeters for small sizes. That means that I need to cut 10 centimeters off the back edge. I'll write it down that the tuck is 5 centimeters wide, and I cut 10 centimeters off the back edge. Now I need to draw a line to connect the points 4 and 10. Next, I need to draw a tuck. Find the point where the elbow level crosses the elbow line. Now, down from this point, draw a line which is parallel to this one. This line is parallel to the back edge. This is the center tuck. I'll sign it. The tuck should be 5 centimeters wide, so I need to measure 2.5 centimeters to each side of this line. This is the tuck width, 5 centimeters. Let's draw the tuck now. I'll outline the tuck with a marker pen of the other color. This piece is 10 centimeters wide, this 5 centimeters wide, and this one 2 centimeters wide. The pattern is not ready yet. I need to measure the sides of the tuck. The first one is 26 centimeters long, and the second one 27 centimeters long. I draw a short line here to the center tuck and draw a new bottom line 1 centimeter higher than the original one. You can see that now this side of the pattern is 1 centimeter shorter than this one. It's absolutely okay. You'll stretch it a bit when ironing. If you don't want to stretch fabric so much, you can make this side 5 millimeters higher, not 1 centimeter. I hope everything is clear so far. Let's have a look at the edges now. You can see that this line is not smooth. I want to move it 1 centimeter further to the left. I need to measure 1 centimeter on the elbow level. Very nice. You can see that the line is smoother now. Now I need to move this point too. Remember that the lines should be beautiful. This is how the pattern looks like now. Why have I moved the lines? I just wanted them to look more beautiful. Draw everything with a pencil at first, then look at the lines and decide if you want to move them. It's up to you whether to do it or not. Now I'll show you what to do with tucks. Remember that it's very important to make these lines comfortable. It's just not convenient for me to draw them on a board. I'm cutting the tuck. Be very attentive. Now I'll take a duct tape and show you how to close the tuck. You may think that it's strange to make a tuck in a sleeve, but it's almost impossible to make a tight sleeve without a tuck. Now we'll change this tuck into an elbow one. I'll make a cut on the elbow level. You can see that I've closed the tuck and opened it on the elbow level. You don't have to do it. You can leave the tuck the way it was. It's up to you. I just want you to know the technique. I'm really glad I've decided to show you this sleeve. It's a pretty complicated technique, so I hope that this tutorial will be useful for you. That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. My name is Paukšte Irina. Subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.